What's up, YouTube? What up, snappers? It's Fizzle, aka Fizzy. Sorry for the long intro. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I got exclusive videos ranging from health and wellness. I'm a raw dude. I like giving raw facts. It's all based off of science. It's not based on science. It's all based off of feeling and experience. That being said, let's jump into this video. Well, you can check out my other videos too. Talking myths, conspiracies. This isn't my only video. I'd be honored if you check them out. Anywho, this video is about the best thing I ever did was break up with my girlfriend. And this brings me to multiple points and I like to share with you. Don't be afraid to break up with your girlfriend. It could be the best thing you ever do. If you have a feeling something's not right, this person keeps bringing you down, you're not feeling the vibes anymore, the energy, you ain't clicking, he or she's not supporting you, you just ain't tuning into the same frequency, then maybe you should really listen to your intuition. And you feel like you need to get away from this person. More so the retrospect, if they're bringing you down more than they're putting you up, you definitely should leave this person, or at least consider it, whether you're married or not, or said you're gonna last forever, whatever. It's better to let something go than to lie to yourself and to lie to that person, and you're just caused suffering between the two. It could be the best thing you ever do. It's harder to hold on to something than it is to let go. You're dragging yourself down. If someone is putting you down, you need to get away from that person, get away from that energy. If you're tuned in, you know how a beneficial relationship would work. You guys, the two would just click, and you really wouldn't question it. And you would just feel it. It feel like, you have to go with someone else or something. Maybe that relationship isn't working out for you. So the best thing I did was break up with my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend. When people get together, whether how much they like each other or not, usually it's forced in some way, for the most part. Forced in some way. I'm not saying all the time, but usually it is. You should really go after someone who's, emotionally there, not really necessarily for their physical appearance, though that does matter. It should matter for you, and most likely when you impregnate the woman, and the pregnancy matter for that perspective. It shouldn't be the only thing, because it's a light bulb inside that shines, that really draws you to it. And to me, that's what matters most. And yes, it is hard to find someone like that. It's not super easy. I just got this new iPhone S and it's shining. I love it. But yeah, again, you two should build each other up, not bring each other down. You also should be interdependent. and independent, and you shouldn't depend on each other. They should be happy and good and love themselves. You can't love someone else until you love yourself completely and you're happy with yourself. And someone who knows this will kind of already know this and just basically maybe watch this for improvement or entertainment. But you'll click with somebody and you won't even have to try. It won't be no effort. It would just feel good. You'll know it's that right person. If you're forcing it or trying to do something out of the ordinary, which there's nothing wrong with doing something out of the ordinary, but I have a feeling you know what I mean. Just putting too much pressure against it. It should be at ease. Then that's how it should be. I mean, does it really matter? Or are you just going after sex or exploiting this person for something that they have, maybe financial needs? You know, if one person is down, another person's up. Not saying someone might feel down in a relationship, but if a person is primarily down all the time and depressed, they got their own issues, and if they're not willing to change, which they should be doing this themselves, and you shouldn't force this or implement them on themselves because they have to want it. You can't change somebody. You can only change yourself, and you can only help someone when they want it. Trust me, I know. That's the best advice. Don't ever try to help anybody that doesn't want it. So, you know, when two people get together, they're drawn closer, whether how much they like each other or not. It's like a magnet, because usually you start spending more time around this person, start doing more things and special physical things, yada yada yada, emotional, whatever, and then you get even closer on different energy levels and attachment, whether you realize it or not. So down the line, if you're trying to get away from this person, I encourage you to do so and just do it immediately, and stop making yourself suffer, because that would be the best bonus. That way you can move on and explore and manifest what you really want and take time to yourself, or go await, your next relationship. But when two people are together, their energies are kind of magnetic, so it's harder to leave someone no matter what. That being said, I'm not going to say it's easier said than done, because you very well can just break up with someone pretty easily. Just be honest and truthful. I mean, someone's best thing ever is hearts don't break even, which is pretty true, but it's being honest, you know what I mean? There really shouldn't be that much sadness, because if it's there's nothing wrong with sadness, but it's over exemplified. When people are in it for the wrong reasons, someone's gonna get hurt. And most likely no one likes to do that. I bet there is some cruel minds who don't care, or they're, deep down they do, but still they like it. They like doing stuff like that. So I'm gonna get in my own personal experience right now. Just like, when I broke up with this relationship particularly, was I ready for it? I did it. That's all that matters, is about doing actions. Like everyone says, aloud in words, you just got to do it. That's what matters most. Fuck talking. You probably need alone time. A lot of people do. Some people are way better off, because I got so much alone time. I just felt so good and I love it. Then I realized I did so many things and so many things happen. You know, this could have been a stepping stone or propelled me to my next movement. And who knows where I would have ended up, you know, if I stayed in that relationship. I mean, there could have been good things me staying in that, but a bunch of things, you know, maybe downsprouted from being in that relationship. So it is a unique experience, and take what you want from it. And I'm not necessarily saying it's negative. Sorry for a little stutter. But I got so much alone time, and I got to really get myself together and do what I want. And so many things manifested. It was magnificent. I couldn't even begin to explain because so many things happened. It'd be almost impossible. And there were bad things that happened too. I don't like to categorize them because any weakness could be turned into strength, and everyone's going to have a weakness and things to work on. So it's not the end of the world. It's actually a good thing. And even saying the good thing is kind of rhetorical because it's any way you view it and any way you want to take it. Everything is neutral, but your perspective and the way you look at it and what you want to do about it is all up to you. I could say it was the worst thing in my life. I could say it was the better. It doesn't matter. This is a life lesson itself, because the past is the past and has no relevance. And you know, you're here today, and what's going on right now, you just need to make that decision. That's what matters most. And you know, life is linear, and you learn from experience. That's the best part. Also, no one's perfect, because life wouldn't be that way. That's why we have necessities and get hungry, thirsty, need air, maybe shelter, rest. That's the first time ever I remembered all the necessities, just right off the top. I never play in my videos, I just come and say it, because I know what the fuck needs to be said. The saying describing someone may be a little, depending on the person really, and the energy around, it'd be different, I guess, than saying it to a phone. But this was a catalyst, you know, for me, for the biggest self-improvement I ever had was breaking up with my girlfriend. So I don't even saying it the best thing, maybe under-talking it or over-talking it, or for the most part neutrally talking about it. But it's good, I guess, to be positive and look at the good things, you know. There's always someone better to come too, you know. You don't want to force that relationship, like I said. So on that note, there's someone better to come. I had a lot of alone time, not necessarily from people, but just with myself, and realizing a lot more things about me, and it's better. And I realized number 3 was that, like, I was in the wrong relationship. So I made the move. And I didn't have that energy, because even though there were ups in that relationship, definitely, and there were downs, I also, you know, she was just always down, bringing me down. She was always sad, and it seems like she took a lot out on me and bringing my energy down. But to the contrary, you know, she did help me out in some things and push me out. It was just all in that moment of time. And I don't like to be on both sides necessarily, but I see both viewpoints, and I don't want to say it was the worst thing. The relationship, I learned from it, wasn't the worst thing ever, and that's the best part. You learn and you experience, but know why you're getting into a relationship, you know. Is it truly meaning something? It's great if you want to experience, but, you know, don't be fooled by your mind. Go how it feels. And you'll know when you're with the right person. You'll just click. There's just that instant connection. You don't have to try. Everything's at ease and at effort. And that's what matters most. And someone, you know, even just past relationships that I've been, someone always takes it way harder than it actually is. And it's hard to say that, but someone always takes it like way more, or thinks of it way too more, you know what I mean? The thing about, specifically about sex, when you have sex with someone, especially a girl, I don't want to say it goes both ways, but from my understanding, like, it can happen to guys too, but maybe I would say the majority, but maybe I'm jumping the boat, happens to girls that they get maybe like overly excited and emotionally attached like way soon. But I think that's just like sometimes how girls are, or women. And they, you know, after you have sex, they're like, oh, now we're in a relationship, now we're doing this, you know, that they're really thinking too far ahead. But those could have been just the girls that I have. Those are just from my experience. And you live and you learn. But it seems as soon as you have sex with someone, a lot of things change. They think above and beyond. Anywho, so overall it was amazing experience, definitely, and it was a catalyst to my future, which is now, and I felt really good about it, and I'm better than I ever been, to be honest. And now I know what I want, and now I know what I don't want. So if you're in a relationship, it's not working, you should listen to your intuition and rethink it. It's also pointless if you keep arguing with somebody, and it's almost pointless to argue. Debating is something completely different, but if you're always fighting with someone and you're trying to stay in it and you're trying to like force it, just don't do that. You know, do you have an intuition for a reason. Love somebody, come back, go and come back, go and come back. Man, it's not meant to be. It's not. I'm not saying maybe it hasn't happened between some people, who knows. And there's nothing wrong with apologizing and saying sorry. But if you keep coming back and keep coming, you know, maybe it's just not meant to be. It probably isn't. Especially if you're fighting all the time, these are signs. Well, snappers, that's it. I'm coming out with a book soon called Life's the Ride. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be an awesome book. The best book that you'll ever read, I guarantee it. Simple, direct, and easy to get to the best of your health and live the healthiest life. I like to be simple, direct, no riddles. Subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other videos. Thanks for tuning in. I highly appreciate it. To everyone in the future and present, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I love everybody. Oneness with the world, peace. Take it in consideration and follow your intuition. Give me a like if you're gonna dump that girl real quick, or guy. If you're gonna dump him real quick after watching this video and you're gonna listen to my advice. Give me a thumbs down if you're gonna fight like a never-ending tornado and it never goes down. Everything in the house gets broken and she's pulling you down underground, or he's pulling you down underground next to the grave, and you just can't take it anymore, and you're just fussing and fighting and anxious and anxiety, and you just about to in the car with her arguing, and you're in the passenger seat about to roll out because you can't take it anymore on some James Bond style. And you're drawing notes down in your notebook, and she just keeps tearing them out, and you're just getting pissed off and you don't know what to do. It's time to leave, buddy. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Highly appreciate it.